All right, guys, Nicolle here. I am so excited to be here with you in our last and final video where you finally get to learn to play Jingle Bells. This is a big deal. I am so proud of you, so excited to be here with you, getting to share this information, and I'm proud of you for reaching this point. I'm proud of you for taking those steps along the way, those necessary steps to learn some of the fundamentals, and for really devoting yourself and agreeing to take that challenge. I really feel like you deserve to give yourself a kudos, a round of applause. Thank you for showing up for yourself, for showing up and trying something new, for not being like many of the thousands of other people, millions of other people that give excuses and say that, oh, playing the violin is too hard, it's too much work, takes too much time. You are proving that that is not the case. I'm so proud of you for reaching this point, and seriously, I wish I could be a little fly on the wall watching this process as it's been going on and watching your learning. So thank you so much for being here. We're gonna jump right in and get started on Jingle Bells here today. So before we start, I want to let you know I've intentionally created each of the videos you've seen so far and recorded them separately. I've done so because I recognize that there may be some concepts, some of the concepts we've learned up until this point, or even some of the things that we're about to learn in playing Jingle Bells that you may want to go and re-watch. You may want to fast forward, rewind a little bit, watch it over and over a few times. That is totally okay, and that's how these videos are intended. So, same thing with Jingle Bells here. To play Jingle Bells today, I'm going to be teaching you and taking you through note by note, step by step, so that you get to learn to play. You don't need to learn, or you don't need to know how to read the music. We won't be learning to read the music today, but I am going to take you through note by note, so do feel free afterward to rewind this video. Watch it a few times, get a feel for it so that you feel comfortable and confident playing Jingle Bells. After this video is all said and done and you've watched it a few times, you're going to be the Jingle Bells master. So here we go. So to get started, I'm going to actually play for you the Jingle Bells that you're going to be learning today. I like to play it for you first, and then we're going to take it slowly, break it down note by note as we go. So we'll start playing it here first. Guys, there's Jingle Bells for you. In just a little bit of time, you're going to be playing that as well. So, before we keep going, I am afraid that some of you may at home be thinking, oh my gosh, that's a lot of notes. How am I going to do this? So we're going to figure this out step by step, little by little. I'm going to break it down here for you. You've got this, totally. So first of all, with my students, when I'm working with them personally, one thing I like to teach them to do is to take a look at the song that they're playing and to recognize and look for any sections that might happen more than once. In Jingle Bells, we have some of those sections. Really, in Jingle Bells, there are two sections. I'm going to call it the Jingle Bells section, and then I'm going to call it the Oh What Fun section. The Jingle Bells section is that first line. Let me play it for you here again so you could recognize it. That is the Jingle Bells section. What's so awesome about looking for repeating sections within a song is that it really cuts down the amount of work that you have to do. So that Jingle Bells section that I played there for you, that section actually happens twice within Jingle Bells. It happens the very beginning and then it happens again later. What I love learning about and realizing when you can recognize that that section happens more than once is that it helps you to recognize that, hey, once I've learned that section once and I've learned those notes, learned the order that they happen, those same exact notes in that same exact order just have to be played again later. But you only have to learn the information once. Saves you a lot of time learning, saves you a lot of headache and inner turmoil when you're looking at a piece and thinking, oh my gosh, how in the world do I learn all these notes? Recognize that, hey, it's going to take it step by step, but once you've learned that section and played it once, you're going to play the exact same thing later. The second section is that oh what fun section. The majority of that oh what fun section happens twice as well. Here's the oh what fun section. Okay, the ending is a little bit different the second time we play that, so that is the repeating part there. The oh what fun section. So we have the Jingle Bells section and the oh what fun section. So first I want to break it down that way. We're going to learn each section by section and then put it together at the end. So next, I want to change our angle of the camera a little bit and help you to see exactly what's going on down here. Where I'm putting my fingers, what the order of those is, what's going on with my bow. So I'm going to change this angle of the camera in just a minute and we're going to go over this little by little. Before I do, in Jingle Bells, I'm overall using about half of the bow as I'm playing. That's going to be a good rule of thumb as you're learning. I would recommend using this middle half here, going from about a quarter of the way away from the frog here to just below the tip, using this middle section. We're going to use about that much bow the whole time. I say that now because as soon as I change the angle of my camera, you may not be able to see my bow quite as well. But know that the entire time we're going to be using about that much bow. When it comes to bow as well, you may have noticed in hearing Jingle Bells or in singing Jingle Bells, some of those notes are a little bit longer than others. Jingle bells, jingle bells. That bells part, those notes are a little bit longer. You're still going to use that same amount of bow, that same middle half there, but when you play it, to create that longer note, I want you to use that bow a little bit more slowly. So save some of that bow. You're not going to move the bow quite as quickly so that you can make it a longer note. That's going to help with those ones. So those are some of the fundamentals when it comes to the bow. I'm going to change the angle of our camera here now so you can see exactly what's going on with my fingers. All right, now that we have that all nice and angled so you can see everything up close and personal here, I want to give you a better idea of exactly what's going on. So as we're learning this Jingle Bells, we're going to be playing using 2 different strings. You'll notice you have 4 strings on your violin here. We're going to be using your E string, which is the very thinnest, most thin, skinny string here off to the side. That's the E string, and then the A string, which is right next to it. I'm going to be playing each of those open, which means that without any fingers, but I'm also going to be using my first finger, second finger, and third fingers as we go. So for the sake of this video, at some point you'll see that I am putting my fingers down, more than one of my fingers down at a time. The way the violin works actually is that the pitch that is highest, meaning the pitch farthest down our fingerboard, or farthest up our fingerboard this way I should say, is always going to be the pitch that's actually heard. However, when I put my fingers down together, when I have that opportunity, it gives my hand, and beginner's hands, as you guys are just starting, more stability and strength. So you'll notice that any time I'm putting any finger more than my first finger down, anything higher than that, all the fingers preceding that are going to go down as well to give my hand a little bit more strength and stability. So as we're getting started here, let's go ahead and jump right in. We're going to be starting the Jingle Bell section here first. I'm going to start, I'm going to put my bow first, again parallel to the bridge on the A string, and I'm going to put my first and second fingers down on their tapes, the yellow tape and the red tape on that A string. Remember, they're going to go down firmly, nice and tall, right on the very, very tips of their fingers here, nice and tall, firmly like little hammers. Okay, so we're going to learn to play the Jingle Bell section here. I'm going to play this little first bit here for you first. So okay, we're going gonna play just that much, okay? That much first. So you'll notice once these left-hand fingers went down, they didn't have to do anything and move at all. I want you to pay attention again to these jingle bells and pay attention to how many times these notes happened. So, jingle bells, jingle bells. So far we have that first and second finger down. I'm playing it twice and then a third time with a long one. So 1, 2, and then I'm going to play that one more time with a longer bow. So I'm going to hold it out and not move that bow quite as fast. Like that. I'm going to do that same thing again. 1, 2, long. Okay? So far I've played that second finger 6 times. The first 2 times are a little bit faster notes. The third time is going to be a little bit longer, so I'm going to move my bow more slowly. Okay, now we're going to learn the rest of the Jingle Bell section here. So we've played that second finger there 6 times so far. I'm going to play it one more time after those 6 times, so 7 times. This one's going to be the length of the first 2, so short again. Then I'm going to take all my fingers off, and I'm going to move my bow over to the E string. After that E, I'm going to move it back to the A string. I don't need any fingers still here. I'm going to play that open A string. Then I'm going to put my first finger down on that yellow tape, and then add the second finger to it as well. My friends, you have just learned the Jingle Bells section. That's amazing. This Jingle Bells section, again, it happens twice within this song. So the fact that you've just learned it, you've learned half the piece right there. Oh my gosh, mind blown. Okay, I'm going to show it to you one more time so that you can remember. So again, that Jingle Bells section, I'm going to move my bow to the A string first. Then I'm going to put my first and second fingers down on their tapes, the yellow tape and the red tape. I'm going to play the second finger, the first and second fingers together 6 times first. The first 2 times are going to be shorter. The third one's going to be a little bit longer. So these are the short ones, here's the long. I'm going to do that again. 2 short ones and a long. 6 times. Then I'm going to play it a 7th time here. Pop those fingers off. We're going to move our bow to the E string. Play that there. Move it right back over to the A string. Put your first finger right on its yellow tape on the A string. And then the second finger. There's the Jingle Bell section again for you. Okay? Awesome. Easy. You've got this. If you need to rewind it, practice it a few times, that's okay. You've got it. Take it step by step. Okay? We're going to jump right in now and learn the Oh What Fun section. So on this part, I already have my first finger down, my second finger down. They've been down because we just finished our Jingle Bell section and we ended on this second finger. Now what I'm going to do, I'll play this Oh What Fun section for you. Oops, that's the last Oh What Fun section. Okay, let me break that down here for you. So let's start with the Oh What Fun. I'm going to say this with you because I think sometimes it helps to connect it with a word. Oh, what fun it is. Okay, I've played that third finger now on the A string 5 times. Oh, what fun it is. That's an easy way to remember it. So, oh, what fun it is. Play that one 5 times. Then I'm going to pop that third finger off. My first and second fingers are still down in the spots that they were before. I'm going to play this next part. To ride in a. What I've done there is I've played that first and second finger. They're still down there together, so I haven't had to move anything except popping that third finger off. I've played it twice, normal length, and then twice short, like little baby notes. So like this. Okay, let me show you just that much again. So I'm gonna start with the Oh What Fun section again. Again, my bow is gonna be on my A string. My first, second, and third fingers are gonna be down right on their tapes. I'm gonna play this third finger 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop that one off. The other 2 fingers are there. I'm gonna play this first and second finger down together twice like normal and then twice fast. Okay? So just like that, twice like normal, twice fast. That's where we are so far. After that, I'm going to play this second finger one more time, normal length, pop it off. My first finger's still there, so I'm going to play that first finger twice. Put that finger back down, the second finger, play that, and go back to the first finger. This one's going to be long, and then pop all my fingers off and go to the E string. Okay? Let's go over that part again, one more time. So, Oh What Fun section. Again, first, second, and third fingers are down on my A string. My bow is on my A string. I'm going to play this third finger 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pop that finger off. Play this first and second finger 2 times normal length, 2 times fast. After that, I'm going to play that second finger one more time. Pop it off. Play that first finger twice. Add the second finger down on its tape. Pop it off. This first finger is going to be a nice long one. Pop it off. Go to the E string. Okay? You guys are 3/4 of the way there. You've already learned the Jingle Bells section. You've learned, actually I should say more than 3/4 of the way there. You've learned the Oh What Fun section, and a portion of that Oh What Fun section happens again at the end. So let's play the first half first. The first Jingle Bells section and this first Oh What Fun section that we've learned, okay? So, starting from the beginning. Again, I'm going to put first and second fingers down on the A string. My bow's going to go on the A string. Here we go. Here's the Oh What Fun section. Okay, you've learned the first half of it there. Awesome. Okay, now it's time for the second half. This is gonna sound very familiar because guess what? You've learned it already. Pretty awesome, okay? So, the first part of the second half is gonna be that same Jingle Bells part that you've already learned. The second part of that second half is gonna be a portion of the Oh What Fun section that we've learned. The only thing that's gonna be a little different is gonna be the very, very end. So, I'll let you know when we get to that different part. Let's start the second half here. Again, we're gonna play the Jingle Bells section again. Here's where it gets different. So after we have those 2 second fingers that are the normal length and the 2 that are faster on the second half, we're gonna go pop those fingers off. We're gonna switch to the E string and go E, E, so we'll play that twice. Then put all 3 fingers on the A string and on their tapes, move our bow over to the A string, play that third finger, then pop the third and second fingers off. Play the first finger, pop that one off, play their open A. I'm gonna do that second half for you one more time just to make sure it makes sense. So again, we're gonna start with the same Jingle Bell section we've done that you're mastering. We're gonna do the majority of the Oh What Fun section. The only part that's gonna be different is gonna be the very end of the Oh What Fun section. It's gonna take us to the end. Again, just like before, I'll let you know when we get to that part so you know to be paying attention for that difference. So, Jingle Bell section again here. Oops, I just played the oh what fun section. Let's do the Jingle Bell section again, sorry. Here's the different part. We're gonna pop those fingers off. Go to the E. Play that twice. Put all 3 fingers on the A string. Pop the 3rd and the 2nd finger off. Just play that 1st finger. Okay, you guys have got it. I'm gonna play the whole thing all the way through, trying to give you an opportunity to really, really hone in, focus on those fingers. Pay attention to each section as you're watching this video. If you decide to rewind it and watch it a few times, what I'd recommend is take it section by section, little by little. Don't try and master it all at once. Play the Jingle Bell section first. Get the hang of the first part of the Jingle Bell section first. Get the hang of that on your violin, then add the rest of the Jingle Bell section to it. Once you have that, give the oh what fun section a shot. You've got this totally. So I'm gonna play it once all the way through slowly so that you can watch it and get the hang of it here. All right, guys, you've got it. You have all the tools now to be able to learn to play Jingle Bells. You've learned the fundamentals, you've learned these notes, and all you need to do is actually put them into action, put them into practice. You've dedicated this time already, shown up for yourself. Finish it off by, again, try these things, give it your best shot. Recognize too, it's not going to come overnight and it's not going to come immediately. While the tips I've given you today are surefire ways to help you to have the most success as quickly as possible, it still does take a little bit of effort and a little bit of practice. So do feel free to, again, rewind this video, fast forward it as you need, hone in and really focus on those little sections that you want to really isolate and focus on, and then practice it, try it at home. I've absolutely loved getting to spend this time here with you, creating these videos. I can't wait to hear how it all goes. Please feel free to leave any comments, questions, feedback down in the comments below, and let me know how things are going. If there are any tips I can give you, anything I can help along your journey of learning to play the violin and learning to play Jingle Bells, please let me know. I will also include in the comments below of this video some of those notes and fingers. I know we've gone over those fingers very detailed in this video here, but just in case you need an extra visual reminder and don't want to have to rewatch and rewind this video, I'll put those fingers down there and help you to have a better idea of those notes there. So it has been my true honor to be able to have this time here with you, to be able to share my experience, my passion with you, and to help you as you start to learn to play the violin. Have an awesome Merry Christmas. Play Jingle Bells as often as you can, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much.